And this is what I'm putting on your plate, Krishna. These are the two things I'm putting on your plate. I'll read the statement by Iran's Atomic Energy Organization, and I'm going to read sort of a brief statement of Mehdi Mohammadi, advisor to the Speaker of the Iranian Parliament, Krishna. So these are the two issues on your plate now. Following the brutal attack by the Zionist enemy in recent days, early this morning, the country's nuclear site in Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan were subjected to savage aggression and act in the violation of international law, particularly the Non-Proliferation Treaty. The action, which violates international regulations, unfortunately took place under the indifference and even complicity of the IAEA. The American enemy, through cyberspace and by the declaration of its president, has taken the responsibility for the attack on the mentioned sites, which are under continuous IAEA monitoring in accordance with the Safeguards Agreement and NPT. It is expected that the international community will condemn this lawlessness rooted in the law of the jungle and support Iran in asserting its legitimate rights. The IAEA of Iran assures, the Atomic Energy Organization of Iran assures the great nation of Iran that despite the malicious plans of its enemies and the dedication of thousands of revolutionaries, motivated scientists and experts, it will not allow the development of this national industry built on the blood of martyrs to be halted. The organization is taking the necessary steps to defend the people. Now, what Mehdi says is, Iran has been waiting for several nights for an attack on Fordo, and the site has been evacuated in advance. Even if an attack has actually been carried out, no irreversible damage has been done. Two things are clear: science and knowledge cannot be bombed. The gambler will undoubtedly lose this time. Now, the CBS News in America is breaking, Krishna, that Americans had told Iranians that they will destroy the nuclear sites 24 hours in advance, but they are not seeking regime change. Iranian lawmakers say that most of what was damaged of Fordo was only on the ground, which can be restored. So it means that two things are happening simultaneously in the narrative war, and this I'm putting it on the plate. One, Iranians are saying that, what CBS is saying, that Iranians have been told we'll destroy the nuclear sites, but we are not going for regime change, which means the Iranians had 24 hours. It means they could still have taken away the enriched uranium, but the Americans ended up destroying the hardware, which means that the Iranians are still in possession of software, which is uranium. So they must have destroyed the built-up capacity, but the uranium is gone because they informed them. And the second most important thing which now we can decipher is that Americans have assured Iranians that no regime change. So two important things on plate. Iranians did have a window to take away the software, which is uranium, but not the hardware, which is the entire infrastructure. So Americans must have destroyed the infrastructure, but the material is gone. And secondly, the signal is, we are not going after you, which is Khamenei, but we are just stopping you where you want to be in terms of your nuclear program. So this is on your plate, Krishna. Two important elements, Krishna.
Kartika Sharma there getting us that perspective. Two important elements to be discussed at this stage, even as we continue to bring you the details of how US struck Iranian nuclear sites. We have those on your visuals and the details on your screen. 6 B-2 bombers dropping 12 GBU-57 bunker buster bombs on Iran's Fordo nuclear site. US Navy submarines launching 30 Tomahawk missiles. That's 30 Tomahawk missiles at the Natanz and Isfahan nuclear facilities. Meanwhile, a B-2 dropped 2 more bunker buster bombs on the Natanz nuclear facility. These are the details of how the US struck Iranian nuclear site. Iran says so far there is no threat of a radiation leakage, but the largest non-nuclear weapon, that is the GBU-57B, has been used. Only plane certified to carry the 6-meter weapon is the B-2 bomber, and that's what was used to drop those bunker buster bombs. The US, bear in mind, has more than 20 of these bunker busting bombs, and these bombs can penetrate 80 to 90 meters below a mountain. And these B-2 bombers can carry 2 bunker busting bombs at a time.